Well, racing for Carlin way back in 2005 helped my development as a driver because in British Formula 3, I didn't know how far I was going to travel up the racing ladder. But racing with Carlin, it felt like family. We had so much success in 2005, the first American in 13 years to win a British Formula 3 race, winning 5 races that season, finishing second in the championship to my teammate. It really was a great year. And then in 2007, I raced for their Victory engineering team run by them. And it meant that we'd gone through some challenges together. They were there with me when I got diagnosed with diabetes in October of that year. And so my history with Carlin means that we've had success and we've come through hardships together. And I think that sets us up well for success in the Verizon IndyCar Series. The partnership with Novo Nordisk as we start 2018 is coming into its 10th season here in North America. And that relationship has grown from a very small involvement all the way up to a title partner in the IndyCar Series. And that platform has allowed me to give back to the diabetes community as much as possible. The Race with Insulin program has been so successful, encouraging people and inspiring the next generation of drivers, athletes, or just people with diabetes in general. I really enjoy those conversations and those connections within the diabetes community, and I'm only able to do that because of the Race with Insulin program and the commitment that Novo Nordisk shows to helping those people within the diabetes community. Having raced for 7 seasons with Chip Ganassi Racing, it's all I know as an IndyCar driver. But before that, I raced for a lot of different teams in the junior formula. Each year it seemed like there was a new team to learn, a new relationship with mechanics and engineers to build. And I think as I move into 2018 with Carlin, I'm excited to have some change, have a new environment, a new situation. I think that change will encourage me to work even harder and learn more and build those relationships as quickly as possible. Especially with Carlin being a new team to the Verizon IndyCar Series, there's so much that they have to learn, and I'm hoping that my experience of over 115 races in the IndyCar Series will help shorten that learning curve as much as possible. The expectations for 2018 are to be successful. And I think how you rate success in the first year of a new team, it can be very challenging. Do I think we'll show up of first lap of practice at St. Pete and be the quickest out of the box? It's possible, but I don't know that it's particularly likely. Having said that, Carlin knows how to win. They've won races in their first season in every new series they've gone to. And with the Universal Aero kits being powered by Team Chevy next year, I think we have every opportunity to go out and be successful, hopefully stand on the podium, maybe win races. Max and I are absolutely committed to doing the best job possible, getting Carlin to the front and staying there. With Carlin joining the IndyCar Series next year, they bring a lot of different perspectives, almost a global perspective. Being the first full-time British racing team in the modern era of IndyCar, they come with so much background in junior formula races all over the world and successes, wins all over the world in those formulas. So coming to the US, first in Indy Lights, getting the experience, getting the exposure, and now stepping up to that top rung of the IndyCar Series, I think they will just raise the level of the paddock as a whole. Not that the IndyCar Series needed any more competition, as competitive as it is, but I know that Carlin will raise that bar once again. I know that Trevor has always been a fan of the Indianapolis 500. When I raced for him in 2005 as an American driver, he talked about how special the Indy 500, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is. And so to have that as the cornerstone event of the Verizon IndyCar Series, it made sense for Carlin to, when the stars aligned, to step up to the IndyCar Series. And them as a global racing operation based in the UK, based in Florida, here in the US, I think they will raise the bar of the whole IndyCar Series. That global perspective with global partners like Novo Nordisk and Max's title partner in Gallagher, that global perspective will only raise the audience of the IndyCar Series around the world. I know Max, during the announcement of next year, did so much media, especially in the UK, talking about a British racing team coming here to the Indianapolis 500. We saw last year with Fernando Alonso that global audience increase when he came to race. And I think having Carlin as a full-time two-car entrant in the IndyCar series will just open more eyes to how special and amazing this racing is. With the new Universal Aero Kit coming next year, it made the most sense for a new team to enter the series in 2018. You look back the last couple of years, even the next few years in the future, 2018 is the right time for a new team to come in because it's a levelish playing field. It's just the differences between the manufacturers and the power plants. And so the learning curve of trying to learn a specific aero kit or a new aero kit is the same for everybody. All of the teams, starting in January, maybe late in December, will get some testing in so that we're trying to learn everything from scratch. With a new team, there's some things they have to learn over and above that. Carlin has done pit stops in different series, but they haven't ever done a 500-mile race. So I think there's still things they will learn, but having the Universal Aero Kits will level that playing field and at least remove that variable from the learning process.